you focus on getting things done, and indeed you claim you get more things done than other agencies. Yeah. Why is that, and how do you make that happen?
Well, so we set these library hours in the morning, as I was kind of saying earlier, and the way we get more done is actually by looking at something and making sure it's effective, not being productive. And let me explain what that means. If I sit and do a bunch of emails, I could rattle through 100 emails in a day. I've been very productive that day because I've done 100 emails. Nothing's actually happened, really, in the world. I've just sent some emails. So that's been productive, but it's not effective because there's no leveraged maneuver there. It's the same when we look at deliverables and actually shipping things to the client. So literally speaking to one of my juniors today, and they said, right, I've got this big, massive keyword research document. I've got the blog post for the next year, and I've got this, and I've got that, and yada, yada. I'm like, how long did that take you to make that? 4 weeks. I'm like, what are you doing? Excuse me, 4 weeks. That's totally insane. That's not effective. Breaking it down and shipping it and seeing what happens is ultimately what needs to happen. In terms of judgment, the first thing that we actually do, it's kind of silly, we onboard our clients and we make them sign a little kind of silly agreement saying that I agree to be a type A, meaning that the way in which we're judged is we put something out into the public, and if it does well, and the analytics show it does well, the engagement numbers show it does well, that's when it's judged. It's not judged before it goes out, because a lot of people, too many cooks spoil the broth.
Absolutely.
Especially if you get a creative director. Those guys are primadonnas. Put it out, let the public decide, and then make decisions. It's not, let's make this beautiful, perfect thing, take 3 months to do it, then put it out. I'll tell you a quick story about creative flops. So
I always love listening to creative flops because you can never predict that they're going to happen.
Right, and it's kind of this weird kind of sod's law thing where the more time and energy you spend on something without testing it, the more of a catastrophic failure it's going to be. So we're doing some work for a global airline, big campaign, and they gave me £50,000 to do link acquisition for them for the month. And I was a young guy at the time, and I'm like, ooh, that is some budget. I didn't know how to spend that budget, if I'm completely honest with you. And so I went to speak to the creative director, and he was like, right, so we got to do this, we're going to do this. HTML5 just came out, CSS3 just came out. Do this cool interactive thing, and we can, like, people can put their faces on it, and it's like a computer game, but an infographic, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool, fine, make it. Spent 40 grand making this thing, and nothing on the actual building up and building excitement for it. Put it out. How many likes do you think we got for that?
Tell me.
2. 1 was from my personal blog. Brutal. And the reason being is because there was no framework for success there, and we were obsessed. Send it to the client. Oh, can we tweak this? Can we make this logo here? Can we do that? All that sort of stuff. And there was no de-risking. How do broadcasters de-risk? So, for example, if you're buying a TV ad or spending 300 grand on a television ad, how do you reduce the risk? By buying more media space. Because if you send it to a million people and 10% like it, 90% hate it, that's still 100,000 people that really like it. You've de-risked it by just blanketing the world with it. You don't get that in PR. You literally get one hit. So to de-risk it, we have a framework where we look at, does it hit someone's identity? Is it a utility piece? Is it useful? Or does it confirm or break social information? Mm-hmm. So these little kind of worlds we live in on social. So if you click something that's left-wing, the algorithm will serve you more left-wing. If you click something right-wing, it'll serve you more right-wing. So you're in this kind of self-fulfilling bubble of news. Breaking that or confirming that is a really big thing when it comes to looking at these pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's great advice.
If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. And remember, you can check out our plans and pricing at majestic.com. And if you want to be among the first to see our new material, you know what you got to do. Hit the subscribe button. See you next time.